Hey friends, Alison Hillman here. I am the Alison and BTP by Alison, Been There Photography. And this is another episode of Lady Boss Branding's 3, 2, 1 Blast, where I'm bringing you the best St. Louis has to offer in the way of small business. My next guest is one of my absolute favorite humans in the real world. Bev Behlmann. She's with ÜFORIA Science. This is Bev. Hello. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm well. So I'm not going to lie. When I first met you and I heard about this, I was like, this is poppycock. But I did some research on it, and I am so fascinated by all this. So the way I understand it, you get a packet in the mail, you do the swab, you send it back in, and then they just break down where you're at, what you need, how your life would be better if you do X, Y, and Z. Holy cow, how cool is that?
Yeah, the science is pretty strong behind this. It's pretty fascinating.
So I'm a science nerd. And in this time, I mean, we have so many health options out there. I've had Laura Lori with Isogenics on here. I've had Marla Hamlin with Juice Plus, and this is just another option. It depends on which way you're wanting to look at things. Tell me more about ÜFORIA Science. Like, what can your customers expect when they get their packet in the mail? How does this all work?
Yeah, we are definitely different than anybody else in the field because we are so personalized. There's a lot of great companies like you had mentioned out there, and they're fabulous. And we've just got a different lane than everybody else. So yes, you order a kit, and it's a DNA kit along with a 30-day supply of what we call pre-trition. So the DNA kit is swabs. You swab your cheek. We have a secure envelope. When you register this kit, you become a digital code, a barcode in our system. So we are fully HIPAA compliant. Our labs are CLIA certified, so we're medical grade labs. So you get this kit, you take your swab, you register it, you send it in. In your kit, you also get a 30-day supply of what we call a pre-trition. And this is just a general, we're registered as a food company, not as a vitamin company. So most of our ingredients are non-GMO, organic, gluten-free, plant-based products. Every ingredient we use has to have at least 2 scientist peer-reviewed studies on it for the effectiveness per gene. So we're not just pulling things off the shelf and sending you a bunch of synthetic vitamins. We're actually formulating to the microgram what your DNA SNPs say it needs. So when you got 30 days as well. We're running your swabs through our analyticals. You've got this 30 days of pre-trition. And then, what happens is that you get a 35-page report. It breaks down, we're pulling out the top DNA, the most actionable genes, the ones that science has proven that these are the ones that are causing most of the diseases in our country. So we're looking at, anything that has to do with your heart. So cardiovascular. So that would be, blood pressure and diabetes and circulation and all of that. We've got the big panel for mental health. So we are looking at Alzheimer's and dementia, anxiety, depression, ADD, things like that as well. Then we go to the immune system. So we're looking at, which is a big thing right now. It's a big So we're looking at your immune system and inflammation and detoxification that's causing all of these unknown diseases, that we have, all of these autoimmune issues. So what we're doing is we're pulling these big, heavy-hitting DNA out. We're looking at them, and then we take a formula, then we calculate that, and we literally form it to you. There's no two alike. Every single bottle that we send out is different because everybody's DNA. We make nothing in mass quantity. Everything we make is a one-of.
So is this, obviously, if it's unique to the person, this isn't something they can get in the store?
No. You can't get this. You won't get this in the store. You won't get this on Amazon. You won't get this on, eBay. GNC will never be able to sell this. Now, we do have a professional side. So basically, it's two businesses in one. But we do have a professional side that is a more of a typical B2B white label. So we've got doctors and chiropractors, health food stores across the country that are going to be able to private label this for their clientele as well.
Okay.
But that's the only place you would get it, and it would be strictly from them.
So do you use it?
I use it every day. For
How long have you been using?
18 months.
Okay.
I was blessed. Somebody sent me a video about this company when it was first coming out into the world. It was about 4 weeks old when I saw this video. So I've been with this company from the very beginning. We are evolving as the science keeps coming out and different products are coming to us or whatever. So we are definitely evolving. So I've been on it for 18 months. It's fascinating.
Well, I'm fascinated already. So as I said in the beginning, so if someone wanted, they're like, holy cow, I need to get started. Is this like DNA testing, that can be hundreds of dollars. So how much is this going to cost somebody?
No. Yeah, you're absolutely right. DNA testing for the amount of SNPs that we pull out, it could be $400, $500, $600, $700. Because we actually identify over 600,000 genes when we pull this out. Because as we keep going and more science comes out, we're going to have all kinds of other products. As a matter of fact, we're coming up with skincare. We're going to do skincare.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's coming here real soon. But right now, it's $99 to have our lab fee. That's what our lab fee is, $99.
So $100.
$100.
Okay. So, and for some right now, that's not a cheap thing, but for just to get that DNA panel done is that.
Yeah. With that though, you have to buy the kit. So the kit, you really what you pay for the kit is the swab kit, but you're also paying for the
pre-nutrition.
Right. So that's like $150. Then the lab fee is additional. But yeah, and I understand that right now that's kind of, money, everybody's kind of laying low, and I respect that. But as we go forward in the months coming up ahead or whatever, prevention is going to be the key with.
Right. And a lot of people don't understand that your immune system and things like that directly affect everything, down to losing weight, to staying healthy, your endurance, all the things like that. Because if you feel like crap, then all of the rest of that stuff is affected. All right. So Bev, we've gotten to know you on the ÜFORIA science side. Let's get to know you on the personal level. Folks, as I've said before, you've got to make business personal. You've got to make sure that the person matches your values, your goals, your personality, things like that. And so let's dive in. And of course, this is being ornery. Okay, setting my timer. All right, what motivates you to work hard?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I went through this years ago. 6 years ago, I fell and shattered my ankle. I was forced to quit my job, my career, and start all over. So when this whole thing started and everybody was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? All of a sudden overnight, we no longer had an income and couldn't go out. I've been through that. What motivates me to keep going is my daughters. I have two daughters. They're 30 and 32. And they needed me. We had a lot of personal things go through while I was going through all these surgeries. I had 6 surgeries in 4.5 years.
Good grief.
And I had to move myself. I was depressed. I was in the lowest I've ever been in my life. And I was consuming, very toxic foods. That was the industry I was in. That's the whole story. But what motivates me is that I've got daughters that I had to still show up for, even at my age, that I had to show them that no matter what happens in life, there's always an option and you can do more. There's always something else that you can do with your life. Don't define who you are by what you do.
Absolutely. What's your favorite family tradition?
Oh my gosh. I want to say it is, Halloween. We, we used to always go camping on Halloween and make it this big thing. And my daughters and I are planning on restarting that tradition as well. So we would go camping the last weekend of October every year, and it was just so much fun. And as they were growing up, it was a great thing. So we're gonna start doing that again.
That's awesome. All right, with everyone cooped up in their house, what's the most interesting thing you can see out of your office or your kitchen window?
Right now, the most interesting thing I can see is my lilac tree right on the other side of my screen
Cool.
here, blowing in the wind, and it's starting to bloom. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait till I can snip off some of those branches and bring that fragrance in the house.
I bet.
Yeah.
What are you binging? Are you binging anything on Netflix or Hulu?
Not really. I did. Well, the only thing I'm trying to stay off the TV and trying to learn more and indulge in other things to learn on. But I do have some breakdowns. So yeah, I did 2 episodes of The Lion King. I can't do that. It just doesn't work for me. Or The Tiger King.
Tiger King, yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I couldn't get past 2 episodes. Schitt's Creek. I started with the first episode again because they just.
I love that show.
It was awesome. Yeah. So that's what I like. Other than that, I try not to watch a whole lot of TV.
Sure. All right, St. Louis lightning round. What is your favorite St. Louis zoo animal?
St. Louis zoo animal. I'm going with the elephants.
Okay.
Raja.
What is your favorite St. Louis attraction?
Oh, Busch Stadium. Hello.
Go Cards.
Hey.
I miss baseball.
Right. I love it.
All right. So friends come to town, not from the city, and they say, show me St. Louis. Where are you taking them?
Yeah, we're taking them to the zoo. We're taking them to Ballpark Village, and then we're taking them for a float trip.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Missouri's got really good choices for that, for sure. Yeah. What's your favorite St. Louis restaurant?
Oh, that is a really difficult one because I've been in food service my whole life. I'm going to say, I'm going to catch heck if this could get me in a lot of trouble, sister. This could get me in a lot of trouble.
One of your favorites.
Okay, I'm going to pick one of my favorites is going to be Ferguson Brewhouse.
Okay.
Great place.
I'm so glad. They're one of the spots that when so much has happened, like they're fire and everything, and they've just really outlasted, and that thrills my soul. They're a great example of a small business here.
I know them personally, and I've known the family for years. I've been there when they were building it up originally, and all of that, and it is one of my favorite spots. Yeah.
And they take very good care of their employees, which I really admire about them. So. All right, folks, this has been another episode of Lady Boss Branding's 3-2-1 Blast, where we're keeping business personal. Bev, thank you so much for letting us know about ÜFORIA Science.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure. As the old saying goes, when a small business owner makes a sale, they do a little happy dance. So make sure you're shopping local and putting a little groove back into our world. Have a great day. And